Everybody's got the mics on? Okay, let's do that.
Yes.
You know, I figure start. Okay. You can always graduate from there. So.
Okay, that works.
Good evening and welcome to our Board of Aldermen meeting. The first order of business is roll call. I call the meeting to order.
Mayor Jones.
Here.
Alderman Randolph.
Here.
Alderwoman Jones.
Here.
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
Here.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
Here.
Alderman Maloney.
Here.
Alderman McDuffie.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you very much. The next item is the Pledge of Allegiance. Would you please stand? Those of you who are able to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silent prayer for our men and women in the military as well as our public safety members. And I see we have an Air Force individual in the audience, Mr. Charlie. So if you would be so kind to lead us in.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very, very much. You may be seated. The next item on the agenda is the approval. Is there a motion?
Mr. Mayor,
Alderman Maloney.
make a motion that we approve tonight's agenda as printed and presented.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor,
Alderman
I'll
Randolph.
second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So tonight's agenda has been approved. The next area is the approval of the minutes from the regular session on June 23rd, 2026. Is there a motion?
I'm sorry, Mayor.
Alderwoman
I
Jones.
move that we approve the regular session minutes of June 23rd, 2026.
Thank you very much. Is there a second?
Mayor,
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
I second.
Thank you. It's been moved and second. Any discussion?
Mayor,
Alderman Randolph.
I'll abstain due to absence.
All right. Thank you. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So the regular session minutes from June 23rd, 2026 have been approved. The next approval is the special regular session on July 7th, 2026. Is there a motion?
Mayor,
Alderman Randolph.
make a motion to approve the special regular session minutes from July 7, 2026 as printed.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor,
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
I second.
Been moved and second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So the special regular session on July 7th, 2026 have been approved. The next area you have awards presentation, organizational business, and I'm going to jump down to D and then we'll come back to that. So the appointments to various boards and commission. Is there a motion?
Mr. Mayor,
Alderman Maloney.
I'd like to make a motion to make the following appointments to the commissions here. To the Planning Commission, Mario, is it Cheatham?
Cheatham.
Cheatham. There's an appointment to represent Ward 1 to the Planning Commission to a term that will expire July 1st, 2027. To the Construction Code Appeals Board, Michael Warner, appointment as an alternate to the Construction Code of Appeals that would expire on August 1st, 2029. And Rodney McDuffie as the board liaison to the Construction Code of Appeals that would expire on May 13th, 2024. To the Zoning Board, Mr. Joe Kump to the Zoning Board of Adjustment, and that term would expire on May 1st, 2031.
Thank you very much. Is there a second?
Mayor,
Alderman Randolph.
well, I want to amend that. It was,
Okay.
Alderman McDuffie's term was 2027. not
Okay.
2024.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Back in time.
Right.
Yes.
So amend the motion to correct that.
Okay. All right. It has been moved and amended. Is there a second?
Mayor,
Alderwoman,
Kendrick.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
I
I hear all these voices. It's been moved and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So we will be swearing in those individuals, and now we're going to go back to Yard of the Months. One of the things we do here is recognize Yard of the Month periodically, and there is Ward 1 right there. Mr. Pryor, is he here? Can he wave at us? There he is, okay. So there's Ward 1, and job well done, so we appreciate it. And for Ward 2, we have Mr. Graham. And the Graham family here?
Yeah.
There, okay, there they are. Fantastic. Fantastic. And Ward 3, we have the Carsons. Got the Carlsons here. Awesome, awesome. There she is. So we've been fortunate. Again, we recognize Yards of the Month. And the winners each will be given a gift certificate to a local Grandview business, as well as complimentary gifts from the city of Grandview. So let's give them all a round of applause, and would you all come this way? And all three, would you come this way, or and family, those that have family with them? Awesome. Thank you. So come on, Ward 1, right here. Ward 2. Appreciate it. And Ward 3. So I want you to stand right over here. And these are the Ward 1, 2, and 3 winners for the month. And we are grateful that you guys are right in the front, right in the front, right in the front. Yes, right in the front. Yes. So we come on, yes. And this is an opportunity for us to say thank you for what you guys do and making sure, I mean, you look at the pictures and these are fantastic. So you guys have been very, very, very busy. So let's give them a round of applause. And we're going to start with Ward 1. Any comments you'd like to make or thoughts regarding?
A lot of money going into the grass. Yeah.
Just thank you very much.
Well, I feel humbled. I only research and overthink. My husband does all the work for 40 years. So, but we lost him to a golf event tonight. But right when we learned we got the award, I tried to beg I begged everybody. I was so embarrassed because we were embarrassed. The deer ate everything that night, of course, in spite of good products and all. And we learned we need a new roof, so the debris will be flying over the. But so many things, and I've said it so many times and can't say it enough, that you all do a wonderful job. From the mayor, I could name names all around.
Well, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. And also, she comes to many of our meetings, so we get a chance to see her often. So once again, Ward 1, Ward 2, 1, 3, congratulations again. We appreciate you. And Sandra is going to lead the way. Okay, so you guys stay right where you are. All right, Ward 1, Ward 2, 1, 3. Thank you. And now we have the opportunity to recognize those who are going to be on the different commissions that we have just read. So if your name was called off, would you please come up here? And you'll be sworn in by Miss Melissa Paith, who is our city clerk, and we will proceed from there. So there you are. Rodney?
Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Missouri and the provisions of all the laws of this state affecting cities of the fourth class and the ordinances of this city, faithfully discharge all duties pertaining to your office, and faithfully demean yourself in the office to which you have been appointed, so help you God.
Michael, just come on back. Yeah, there you go. Awesome. And these two individuals actually just went through the Citizens Academy, and they just graduated. And they are, so if you have any questions about the city of Grandview, these guys know all kinds of answers, all right? Once again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Michael Smith, will you have to sign in. Michael, you got to sign in.
Oh, I was like, did Michael decide? He didn't get sworn in.
He volunteered.
Volunteered.
Once again, we want to thank the Yard of the Month winners. Again, thank you guys very, very much, as well as those who are going to be assigned to different commissions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The next item we have on the agenda is public comment. Anyone who would like to address the Board of Aldermen for public comment? You have 3 minutes to address the Board of Aldermen for public comment. And if you have anything on the public hearings we have a CUP for the indoor recreation facility, we have a CUP for the outdoor recreation facility, and we have a hearing to vacate a public alley right away on the public hearing. You have anything on those items, you need to wait until the public hearing. The time is exactly 7:12. I declare public comment open. State your name and address. Do sign in with our city clerk, Melissa Paith.
Joe Runyons, 12336 Norton, Grandview. I'm here to thank Alderman Maloney for stepping up and opposing Amendments 4 and 5, which are devastating to the city of Grandview, to the state of Missouri, and all working families. Thank you very much, John, for your stepping up and do it. Now, my other question is, who else is going to step up and do the job? This is not a good bill for the Grandview or anybody else in the state. And you got to step up, your elected officials, get out and campaign against it, because it's bad. The money is, they're going to do away with income tax. So guess what? 90% of the Grandview residents don't pay income tax anyway, but they'll pay double on sales tax, on cars, on house rentals, everything. You go to the doctor, you're going to pay taxes, sales tax. If you get your car fixed, if you get anything done, it's going to cost you. And that will be close to 20% sales tax. Step up. You're elected officials. You represent the city. Do something about it. Get out, knock on doors, call people, be visible. Thank you. Thank you,
sir.
John.
Anyone else? A public comment for anything? Anybody else, you need to line up, because I will close public comment in a minute. So if you have anything to say to the Board of Aldermen before the public hearings, now's the time to line up. Yes.
Yes, my name is Barrett Hartwell. I'm at 6004 East 150th Terrace. And I just wanted to make some comments about the apartment complex coming into Belvedere that we're talking about. And, you know, I've lived there over 20 years. I have multiple lots in that area. And I'm just real concerned. Obviously, we do need affordable housing for the residents of Grandview. I mean, it's important for people to have, you know, But it's, when I look at that particular group, they're riddled online with lawsuits. There was 4 murders in the last 7 months at their other property in Olathe. You know, it just, I don't know if it's necessarily the right fit for the Grandview because of all the problems with that particular developer. Now, obviously, you know, we need housing, you know, we understand that, and, you know, but also it's just, you know, when you look at the plans, it's going to put all of that traffic on that small street where the outer road's right there. And, you know, I don't know the logistics of it, but to me, it seems like it would take a lot, you know, it would be a lot better for all the residents of the neighborhood and the apartment complex to be able to get on and off on that outer road instead of a small road that, you know, hasn't, I mean, none of those roads have been, you know, I know on my road, it hasn't been repaved in over 20 years, you know, so it's like, you look at, you know, the actual, you know, infrastructure of adding, you know, 200 apartments, so you're talking 400 cars, you know, 800 people, you know, and it's, you know, that's a lot of people in a very dense location. So I'm just concerned. I don't know if the Kittle Group is what, you know, we need for Grandview, but, you know, I understand that we do need, you know, housing for people. So
Appreciate you.
thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Yes. Anyone else, you need to get in line because I will close public hearing. Thank you.
Hello, yes, I am Marianne, and I am a business owner here in the lovely city of Grandview, the Stash, Men's Haircuts, and more. And I am representing many of the businesses here when concerning about advertising and marketing. It is super important for all small businesses to do what they need to do to get themselves heard and seen. Invisibility is key, and we've been having issues. Not only I, but many other businesses that I have communicated with about the permits and the limitations that the permits have for banners, for flags, and anything that really relates to visibility. I remodeled the 12916 Grandview Road. It was originally residential, and now it is commercial. I am off Grandview Road, very hidden from many people. A lot of people still think I'm a house. And when I try to put out banners and flags, professionally done and nice, because I do want to represent Grandview in its best way, I have been getting letters and concerns about me just doing my job, and many of the other small businesses that have been doing it as well. So I am talking for the future, and I feel like visibility is super important, and we shouldn't have our hands tied up, especially with the exception of residential turning into commercial. I think that's a special exception, because I believe that little houses can be turned into something great, and I just want everybody to be seen here in the city of Grandview. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes.
Do sign in here. Thank you.
I go to the View.
Name, address.
My name and address?
Yes.
I live in Wendy Ramirez, and I live at 7007 East 113th Terrace. That's Kansas City. I don't live in Grandview. But I do attend the View every other day. I just want to point out to you that, because I don't know if the road is finished and completed. If it is, it has been a shoddy job. There at the corner of Byers and Highgrove. On both sides, it has been very shoddy work. I just want to let you know that hopefully it's not completed, that it will be more smooth, and I just wanted to let you know. I don't know if you're aware of that. And so I just wanted to let you know. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Well, the time is exactly 7:19. I declare public comment closed. And since this is public comment, we cannot respond. But Wendy, at the end, we will be able to give you some updates, okay? Thank you. Absolutely. The next item on tonight's agenda is public hearings. And the first one is the conditional use permit for indoor recreation facility, pickleball, and that is at 12416 and 12418 Grandview Road. The time is 7:19. I declare this public hearing open. And we will ask staff and then the developer accordingly, and we'll move forward.
Good evening, everyone. This is the first of two conditional use permits for Agora KC. This first conditional use permit is for an indoor recreation facility, so we'll discuss the outdoor component of this business next. Agora KC is an indoor-outdoor pickleball facility with a focus on wellness and community. For the indoor recreation facility component, this conditional use permit, there is a proposed renovation of the existing structure at 12418 Grandview Road, the former Forerunner Church, to hold 6 indoor pickleball courts, and a new structure on the rear of 12416 Grandview Road to contain an additional 6 pickleball courts. The Planning Commission meeting on July 1st, the Planning Commission unanimously recommended approval of the conditional use permit to the Board of Aldermen. Staff recommends approval, and there were 3 public comments, 1 adjacent property owner in favor, 1 adjacent tenant in favor, and 1 adjoining property owner with some noise concerns.
All right, thank you very much. And this, again, a public hearing. Anyone from the development team would like to provide any feedback or update?
Thanks for having me again. I would like to approach and give you some
State
information.
your name and
Ahmed
address.
Shalabi, 10517 Wenzel Avenue.
Why don't you give that to City Administrator right there?
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, sir.
So what I'm sharing with you are some demographics from Major League Pickleball and Minor League Pickleball. So what we are doing is building a community. That's something that I have learned through pickleball. You will see I have students that I teach.
One quick second.
Yeah.
Melissa, did you get a copy? Okay, let's make sure you get this one. Okay, well, you get John's, and John and I will share. How's that? We need to make sure that
I have
the
one
city
extra
clerk-
copy.
Okay.
I don't need it.
That's fine. We just need to make sure the city clerk is always informed, so, yes, thank you.
I try to do my math right, know how many
You
copies I
one
need.
more?
No, I'm okay.
We can share.
No, it's okay. So my youngest that I teach pickleball to is 4 years old. The oldest that I teach pickleball to is 85. So folks of all ages, of all abilities, can be introduced to pickleball. Now, these demographics that you see are coming from Major League Pickleball and Minor League Pickleball. We are building the Midwest's first full pickleball stadium with stadium seating, a press box, box suites that will give us the ability to host national and regional tournaments, bringing thousands of players and spectators to the city of Grandview, putting us on the map as a destination. More than just one reason to come to Grandview is we're also going to be a community wellness hub, promoting healthy lifestyle, promoting and fostering our artistic avenues. We're going to have a full-service 24-hour gym, a daycare, hyperbaric chambers, cryotherapy, IV therapy, massage therapy, chiropractic care, all under one roof. If any of the folks here have ever played a sport or suffered an injury, we don't want an injury on anybody, but you get sent all across town, see this orthopedic, go to this chiropractor, try this for healing. Well, this is all going to be under one roof at an affordable rate for our community members. And so I'm here to tell you that the pickleball aspect of things is great. It's going to bring thousands of players, but what we provide to the community and those local is even greater. These folks that are going to come for the tournaments are going to use our gas stations, eat at our restaurants, stay at our hotels. And that's going to happen a lot. So we're going to enhance the businesses around. But we're also going to create more outlets for our youth to explore different avenues, whether that's in the finance world, if they want to intern, if they want to learn what personal training is all about, try another sport. Pickleball is growing into school districts. I hope that Grandview might become the first one in Missouri that offers pickleball as a letterman sport. We'll see what becomes. But I need to get approved to be here first. So we'll start there.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. And again, this is a public hearing for the indoor recreation facility pickleball at 12416 and 12418 Grandview Road. Anyone would like to address this public hearing, do again stand up, state your name and address, and do sign in.
Joe Runyons, 12336 Norton Avenue. My question is, this building was built as the first indoor facility for sports in the city. Why do we have to let them? They shouldn't need a permit. They should be able to open up. When it was originally for hockey, then it turned indoor soccer. They were running indoor soccer from 6 in the morning till midnight around every day. Saturdays, Sundays, any day. So, you should have just given the permit and move on. Makes sense to me,
Okay.
unless you change the ordinances.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Anyone else? This is a public hearing on Board of Aldermen. Any additional questions you have on the indoor recreation facility? I'm sorry, hold on. Okay, step on up. Anybody else, you need to step up because I will close it down, okay? So anybody else want to discuss the public hearing, you need to get in line. Yes, sir.
Mr. Mayor, Board,
Yes.
my name is Michael Fleshman. I have the LLC at, the address is 12404 Blue Ridge. Currently, my tenant is a Hardy's Eternal Rest Funeral Home. I've spoke with Mr. Hardy today. We are in favor of this addition to our neighborhood, and we also offer parking spaces that can be utilized for the new facility that's going in.
All right, thank you very much. Do sign in right here. Thank you. Since I see no one else, the board, any questions that the board has? Let's start on the right.
Yes. So I got a letter from a constituent from the melodrama, and they were kind of, their concerns was about the repetitive noise, how it could affect potentially some of the individuals that they work with. People
Was that indoor or outdoor?
This was outdoor.
Okay, we're talking indoor right now.
Indoor
Okay,
specifically.
yes. This public hearing's for indoor.
Okay.
So anybody on the right has something about the indoor public, anything on the indoor, on the left? Okay. All right, the time is exactly 7:28. I declare this public hearing closed. Again, the time is 7:28. Now I declare the public hearing for the conditional use permit for outdoor recreational facility pickleball at 12416 and 12418 Grandview Road now open. Staff.
This is the second of two conditional use permits for Agora KC. This addresses the outdoor recreation facility for the outdoor operations. The outdoor operations are proposed 6 courts at 12416 Grandview Road. They are in a little bit of a depressed area. It's about 5 feet below grade. It used to be a loading bay for the structure that used to exist at 12416. At the July 1st Planning Commission meeting, the Planning Commission recommended approval unanimously to the Board of Aldermen for the conditional use permit. Staff recommends approval as well. We had 8 public comments, 2 in favor, and 6 representatives from the Martin City Melodrama who had noise concerns. I'll speak a little bit to it, but I'll let Ahmed add. With the information that has been presented to us, including the location of the courts being in a lowered area along with proposed fencing and acoustic netting and potential landscaping, staff does not believe that this conditional use permit, if granted, would violate any of the city's noise ordinances as written.
Thank you very much. Sir, anything else? Or, oh, gentlemen, excuse me. Again, state your name and address and do sign in and when you finish.
Chris Pimland, 9810 Aberdeen, Leawood, Kansas. I'm the architect working with Agora and Ahmed here. I did want to address the sound issue. So this was brought to our attention 2 weeks ago. I believe Ahmed and I have been very proactive in pursuing some solutions for it. We've already got a sound study completed for the surrounding area. We're looking into options for pickleball acoustic fencing, which is a pickleball specific product. These sound studies are showing good results. The decibels could be brought down by over 50% to 51 decibels at the Martin City Melodrama, which is next door. 51 decibels is quiet office levels, so that would be quieter than where we're at right now. I do think, in my professional opinion, it's a very big priority for us to make sure we're, a nice neighbor, and I'm sure Ahmed will be. I think there's architectural moves that we can make in design to make it feasible for everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. And do sign in.
And just to kind of piggyback off of what Chris said, we have got this information 2 weeks ago, and we're on top of it. Agora means community. Community means being a good neighbor and hearing what people have to say. So those that have also won the Yard of the Month, I will offer pickleball tips for yard tips because my yard needs it.
Point well taken. Again, this is a public hearing. Anyone who would like to address the Board of Aldermen on this particular conditional use permit for outdoor recreation facility, please step up, line up. If you need to line up so we can proceed from there. Again, state your name and address.
Hi, my name is Jeannie B.
You have 3 minutes to address the Board of Aldermen. Okay.
Did I look like I was going to talk longer than 3 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, 3 minutes. Yes.
I'm going to talk fast. All right.
Yes.
Jeannie
Well,
Beechwood.
now, good point. The developers don't have 3 minutes. The public hearing members have 3 minutes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay. No. I'm here to help.
Okay, all right, I appreciate that, and thank you for letting me talk again. We are the Martin City Melodrama and Vaudeville Company, and we run a theater and teach and perform with all ages and all abilities and theatrical opportunities for a normally underserved population. We've always been a theater and a school with teaching artists. We've worked with the Crittenden Center, Inclusion Connections, Lake Mary, Broadmoor Technical School, Job One, Inglewood Arts, our own Top Bananas program, Children's Center for the Visually Impaired, and the Jewish Community Center. And a lot of those students come into our facility at Grandview. We also include veterans in our programming and in our audience. Mark Yager, would you wave, or I don't know if he's got some mobility issues, is a Marine veteran, bravo, from the Vietnam War, and has post-traumatic stress disorder. He's seen our shows and been in some of our classes, and he'd like to state that without any sound abatement, these pickleball noises would not be acceptable by veterans in his situation. The theater hired a professional sound engineer who has worked professionally for about 11 years on pickleball noise. His name is Robert Unitek. Do you guys know him? Have you ever heard of him? No. And he's a registered professional sound engineer, and he would like to see a sound study, and he is the owner of Pickleball Sound Labs. He's also a certified referee for U.S. Pickleball, and he said that the noise abatement cannot even be addressed until there's a sound study done by a sound engineer. Also in the paperwork we sent out, I've got Lee Reynolds, who is got an autistic son who's been in our shows and is the former chair for the special advisory panel. I also want to point out that the train has been brought up, that it might make some noise. The train is 100 feet. The first outdoor pickleball court has been mentioned, it would be 35 feet. The train's horn goes 20 seconds. long at the most, and then it goes to a dull roar, which becomes muffled sound inside. It goes down potentially 20 times a day through Grandview, but the horn is only 20 seconds. Since we've been in Grandview for 9 years, we've had approximately 26,000 persons to see the show. We've brought also national groups, National Endowment for the Arts, Arts KC, Greater Community Foundation, Theater League, Jewish Community Center, the New Dinner Theater, and they've all offered grants for us to continue our mission and attended shows. And it's not a competition. It's I totally am all community too. It's not my numbers versus Agora's potential numbers whatsoever. In fact, there are other pickleball leagues in North Kansas City that have wheelchair uses and Down syndrome. It's called adaptive pickleball with chicken and pickle, and every Monday it's free. So this would be a great opportunity for some up in the South to have that same kind of thing. I work with special needs daily, and we want to continue our mission, our theater and school, for everyone to enjoy it. And I don't see it as change. I see it as involvement and evolving with Agora KC and Martin City Melodrama, and I think there's so many things we could do together. I also have a letter in that packet from Delana Walker, who works for the city, and he would like to see us be able to continue our mission, and we are just asking for a sound study with a sound engineer, so you guys don't waste your own money on something that might not work, and we just know the facts. We're just asking for some kind of sound abatement. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Sign in. You need to sign in. There you go. Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Oh, hi. My name is Sharon Cawthon, and my address is 7944 Northeast 54th Street, Kansas City, Missouri. Good evening and welcome. I just want to say I have a BA in Business Administration from Drury University in Springfield, and the first rule of business is location, location, location. Miss Beechwood and the Martin City Melodrama have no problems with the indoor pickleball courts. It's the location of the outdoor pickleball courts and the noise it creates. Chapter 15 of the Municipal Code of Grandview states, loud, unnecessary, or unusual noises that disturb the peace and comfort of a neighborhood are prohibited. An outdoor pickleball court is 60 to 70 decibels. It disturbs the peace and comfort of the neighborhood. A pickleball court would be 35 feet from Martin City's back door. For 31 years, Jeannie Beechwood has delivered family-friendly, fun-star, five-star entertainment to the KC metro area. Her mission remains to make the individual visible with numerous organizations and Metro using uniquely abled actors in all ages and abilities. In this space, if it holds 100 people inside and 100 people outside, where are 2,000 people going to park with 288 spots? With Grandview liquor laws operating 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, beer can start on Sunday, and I just wonder how the minister at the church next door expect people to park and drink at 7 o'clock on Sunday morning. As a side note, the 24-hour fitness in Lee Summit permanently closed and is operated now as Genesis Health Club. Why would people and patrons in Lee Summit come to Grandview to work out? The tournament pickleball size is 64 by 34 feet wide. I have personally been with Miss Beechwood when she asked the pickleball courts be moved 35 feet, and the response is we can't do it because the park planning is done. She's also asked for sound abatement and the pickleball courts to be investigated with the companies in the Kansas City metro area. The response was, well, we'll see. With the spirit of Angora, I'm asking something in writing be done to the community and so that Martin City Melodrama can thrive. I ask the building of the outdoor pickleball courts be moved or stopped until something in writing is done about the noise. If I wanted to go to a grocery store, I'd go to Liberty. If I wanted to play pickleball, I'd go to North Kansas City. And the folks of Overland Park would go to Chicken and Pickle. If I wanted a beer and a burger, I'd go to Foster's 2 miles from my house. If I wanted to go to Branson, I'd go down 71 South. The only reason I would come to Grandview is to see Martin City Melodrama. I offer you an olive branch. I think something needs to be done with the sound before we move forward. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Hayden Nichols and I am 10 years old. I live with my mom, dad, and brother Heath in Independence at 3611 South Delaware Avenue, Independence, Missouri, 64055. I love theater. I first performed with the Martin City Melodrama in The Wizard of Oz in the summer of 2024 in Grandview. I played the Scarecrow and we sold out every performance. Last summer, I performed in Fringe Ability as a magician and cast member. I have learned so much from working with Martin City Melodrama. I have learned acting skills, yes, but I've also learned about people with special needs. Some of these people are kids and some are grown-ups. We have worked together as a team on stage. I have also learned how to be more self-confident in my schoolwork and that being different is a great learning experience. Please put me on the public record to say that I would like to see that the pickleball courts pass with a sound study on how the sound will affect the theater. I don't want the Martin City Melodrama to go out of business because the sound wasn't taken care of for both pickleball and Martin City Melodrama, please.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you, sir.
My name is Kara Chappell, MTBC. I live at 11247 Oak Street, Apartment 1 in Kansas City, Missouri. I'm a board-certified music therapist with a specialization in children and adolescents with mental health and developmental diagnoses. I am here to confirm the need for sound abatement measures for the proposed pickleball courts by Agora KC. Current research shows us that hyperacusis, which is sensitivity to sound, has high rates of presence in autistic individuals, and that misophonia, or the aversion to certain sounds, is often present as a comorbidity of other mental health diagnoses, such as anxiety or post-traumatic stress disorder. Clinical sound-related issues affect neurodiverse, disabled, and low-income individuals at disproportionately high rates. These issues can prevent kiddos from doing things that they love. Sounds from the proposed pickleball courts outside of the kids' intended experience at the theater can be too loud and too unpredictable, causing panic attacks and sensory overwhelm. For further information, I urge you to read Dinesh et al. 2021, Kim et al. 2018, or visit the Boston Children's Hospital website, among many other sources. All kiddos and all members of the community deserve equal access to opportunities and resources, such as the Martin City Melodrama and Vaudeville Company. As a clinician specializing in the impacts of sound on health, I urge you to take into account the current evidence base and remain mindful of the needs of all community members. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
My name is Vicki DiStefano, and I wrote this because I forget a lot of things. And I am an advisor board member for the Martin City Melodrama. I taught school, and I'm also a retired teacher. And my address is 6145 Delmar, Fairway, Kansas. I specialize in autism because in school in the 80s, they were mainstreaming highly functioning autistic people. And I can tell you that many times when they were mainstreamed, if there was a noise in the hall, they couldn't do their work. They couldn't listen to me. So if they have any, and so that is going to impede Jeannie's, her goals, and she won't be able to teach them. Anyway, I just wanted to get that in. I think I have it somewhere. Autistic students, they have sound sensory issues. I've worked with a variety of ages, and steady outdoor, particularly that of pickleball, not abated, and coming through the theater's building would prevent those special need demographic from attending those shows or classes at the Martin City Melodrama if the noise was not abated. Okay. Our council voted down, they wanted to have, and I know this is different, but they voted down having a pickleball court in our park. So we don't have that noise, but Prairie Village, 2 blocks away, they voted for a pickleball court. And we can hear it at our house. Everybody in the neighborhood can hear it. So like when I'm walking at 10, 11 o'clock in the summertime, because it's a little bit cooler, I can hear it. Not that it, so that's what I'm saying, is that you can really, really hear it from far away. So it's going to impede what Jeannie's trying to do. The melodrama, if the noise is not abated, will affect the we say uniquely abled actors. I have brought many students and family to the shows and classes with the Martin City Melodrama for years, and for the last 9 years to the Grandview location. I have also brought veterans with PTSD. Several shows were made sensory-friendly so that those with sound issues could enjoy them. Let it be on the record that I oppose the pickleball courts with the City of Grandview unless they require a professional sound engineer to do a sound study on the site and with the sound abatement. If the Agora KC means community, then I hope they will demonstrate that as good neighbors with the Martin City Melodrama so that they can continue serving the underserved population. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
My name's Keith Smith, 12036 Ballantyne, Overland Park. Good evening, Mayor, members of the board. I come here with one word in mind, and that's inclusion. I think it's going to be great. The theater will be included in all the activities of Agora. I think what Ahmed is planning is amazing. I work at the University of Kansas. If you want comprehensive cancer care in Kansas City, you go to the University of Kansas. I work with the Community Health Improvement Program for Intellectual Developmental Disabilities called CHIP ID. What's good for the heart is good for the mind. Our work focuses on improving health, wellness, and quality of life for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities through research, community engagement, and healthy lifestyle initiatives. This is also personal to me. My older brother has Down syndrome, and growing up with him has shaped both my life and my career. It has given me the opportunity to see firsthand how meaningful opportunities for recreation, friendship, and community inclusion can positively impact not only individuals with disabilities, but their families as well. I wanted to speak briefly in support of the vision for Agora KC. What stands out to me is not simply that this is a pickleball facility. It's the opportunity to create community space centered around movement, social connection, and inclusion. We know that regular physical activity and meaningful social engagement are critical to improving both physical and mental health across the lifespan. Unfortunately, accessible places where people of all ages, abilities can gather, be active, and build relationships remain limited. Yeah, it's great. They're in North Kansas City. We have some in Overland Park. I grew up in Independence, Missouri, went to Raytown High School. I would love to see something closer to my heart, my home. As someone who works closely with individuals with Down syndrome, other intellectual and developmental disabilities and their families, I see tremendous potential for a facility like this to become a welcoming place for inclusive programming, adaptive recreation, and community partnerships. It represents an opportunity to bring people together in ways that extend well beyond sports. I appreciate that there are important considerations whenever a new development is proposed, and I respect the process and perspectives of neighboring organizations. My hope is that a path can be found that supports both responsible development and a project that has potential to have a lasting positive impact on health and well-being of the Grandview community and the greater Kansas City community at large. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Okay. Okay.
My name is Louis Skeezes. I live at 4809 Roanoke Parkway, Kansas City, Missouri. And I am on the board of Martin City Melodrama. I've been a board member for 30 years and currently president of the board. I'm also a real estate developer. I work at Rubenstein Real Estate. And so this has been beat up pretty good about our noise concerns. But I'd like to say, Ahmed, great plan. Hope it works. I think you'll be successful in this city. But we are not making up this concern about noise. If you go to Google or anywhere else and print it all, it would stack up to the ceiling. And so I'm here to urge the council to approve his plan, subject to the study and a proper mediation. Our concerns are real, and I can't speak as eloquently about the effects of autistic children and sound. I dated a girl for 7 years with an autistic child, and Jeannie, you had him on stage a few times, but what would happen when something would set him off in Tipley noise? I mean, they start screaming, loud as can be, and crying and hitting themselves in the face and head. I mean, it's not just, not functioning at a real strong level. So I'm a real estate developer, and I think that's pertinent because some of the stuff we've done, we did all the National Tire and Battery buildings in Kansas City, developed them, and we're currently doing the Range USAs around the country. There's 60 of them. We've done about half. And so through that experience, we know a lot about people's concern about noise. And so invariably what happened to us, like the NTBs, neighbors would show up and they'd say, well, what about that when they screw the tires on? So we would usually get conditional approval subject to doing a study. And a lot of times it'd be like the wall facing the neighborhood would have to be insulated with sound-bearing stuff. And so we're just asking for that. Ahmed, we'd like this study to be done, and there may be no remediation required, but we just don't know. And the studies, I mean, we've done them, they're $4,000 or $5,000. I mean, presumably you have a seven-figure budget on this thing. And the time to get this done so we can go to sleep at night, Jeannie doesn't sleep, and every time I see her, she's lost a few pounds, is to get it done now. Because once we're off the record, I mean, good intentions are great, but you have your report as a developer and you follow it. So it would really help us to know that that's part of the program. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Again, this is a public hearing to the board. Now, Rodney, you had a comment?
Yes, I was going to say I had a constituent that wrote me about, also from the melodrama, that said the same thing. Basically, they had concerns because of people that were veterans, people in like neurodivergent, etc. As somebody who's also was a theater kid and neurodivergent themselves, I greatly empathize with the people that are trying to make sure that they have something that belongs to them. I mean, this being in the community for about 40 years is impactful. I mean, you hear the number 27,000. I mean, that's the city of Grandview. I mean, that is the impact of what this organization can bring. Although I believe that Agora is going to be an amazing bedrock part of our city, and pickleball is going to be necessary. Again, expressing my concern that I love pickleball itself. I believe that we should absolutely consider some kind of mitigation within the sound. But I also know, too, the numbers presented, if it's about 60 decibels and the mitigation is about 50, we're talking about office, I would just want to make sure that that is strongly encouraged. I've also heard about being able to have pickleball and kids with Down syndrome, being able to share that story. I believe that was very impactful. And so I want to express that I would love to make sure, or if it's able, to have some kind of collaboration. I really do believe that both parties can benefit, but I also know too that sound is a big part of it, that as the Board of Aldermen, something that we can address. And so I say all that to say that I'm very thankful for melodrama and kids standing up and talking. That was very courageous of you all, and so I definitely want to say thank you for being a very civically engaged, and that's big of you because a lot of people don't do that. So I just want to thank you, and also just wanted to echo the concerns of a constituent that I also heard it from.
Any other comments on the right side? Anything different? Anything on the left side? Anything different you'd like to add? Yes, Sandra?
Nothing too much different, Mayor, but I also would like to thank those that have spoken this evening and shared their concerns with us, including the developer. I also received a couple of correspondences from concerned individuals, members of Melodrama, and just want to thank you all also for sharing that information. And you know, nothing gets done if we don't work together, and so I want to continue to see us move in that light, so thank you.
Anything else on the left?
I just wanted to thank everyone for their comments, and from what you stated, that you would work with the Melodrama to adjust the sound, to work with them directly, if that's my understanding, and that you have had, did you say you had a sound study done?
Can you step back up one more time? Yeah, please. We want everything that's on the record.
Yes.
Thank you. So yes, we had the sound study completed that everybody had been asking for. It was completed on the 7th, and it was sent to Jeannie yesterday. So the sound study was done. When I first heard about her concerns when we spoke, we immediately jumped on it. And immediately I said, this is something that I want to take care of. Even though we don't break any noise ordinances by the city of Grandview in a commercial district, I wanted to be a good steward, a good neighbor, and we immediately started looking at options to mitigate the sound. The construction happening in the area, the trains, all of that is not in my control, but what is in my control is the fencing that we're going to put up, the acoustic panels that we are going to put up as well. So everybody asked for the sound study tonight, and it's already been done.
Thank you. Any other questions on the?
Do we have
Excuse me, ma'am.
Outcome of the study?
Public hearing's over. Thank you, though. Say that again.
Did we receive a copy of your sound study? Or what was the outcome of your sound study?
I'll let my architect speak to that.
Okay.
Chris Pinland. We did not send the city the sound study as we received it. I believe that was last week. I do have a copy that we could send out. I have it here in front of me as well. So
Just give it to Emily. She's the go-to person. Yes. Anything else you had?
No.
Okay. John?
Mr. Mayor, I had some questions for staff here. Emily, could you explain just next step processes, you know, when it comes to this? What would be after the public hearing?
The ordinances thanks, Melissa. The ordinances are 2 weeks from now on the 28th. If approved, the next steps for the applicant would be building permits for renovation and site plan review for the new building and the outdoor courts.
Gotcha. So after the public hearing, they have 2 weeks before we would actually vote on it. So if you would encourage, make sure staff gets a copy of the sound study, the property owners, and so we can actually have that beforehand too. And since it was asked here, Emily, can you explain why do we need to get a conditional use permit for the indoor and outdoor purposes?
Yeah, so Mr. Runyons was correct. This property was originally built to be essentially indoor recreation. I can't speak to what the code looked like at that time. I can only speak to what it looks like now. Currently, indoor recreation facilities and outdoor recreation facilities are both permitted only as conditional permitted uses requiring a conditional use permit from the Board of Aldermen. Had that use not ceased, so if the church had never gone in, if it had continued to be an ice rink, that would be grandfathered in, as it were. But since that use did cease, and with the code written the way it is now, it is why we're doing the conditional use permit process.
Gotcha. And then, out of curiosity, what is the zoning in that area right now?
It's C2, both of the properties in question. It is C2 to the northeast and south, and to the west is industrial, but it's the train tracks.
Gotcha. What's some examples of C2? What can go into a C2?
Almost anything. Any type of retail establishment, restaurants, bars, churches, gathering places, all types of things.
Gotcha. And I guess in our codes, when you say that it doesn't rise above the reason you're recommending approval, it doesn't rise above a certain thing, is there a different level for residential neighborhoods than there is for C2 or I1?
There are specific items. There's, I believe, 9 items from the code that are, the board has to find to be true to grant any conditional use permit. Some of those do speak specifically to if there is an adjoining residential neighborhood. In this case, there is not.
Gotcha. Thank you very much.
And also, just for those in the audience, in reality, the reason we have to go through this, as Emily said, is that our code says that since it changed the use thereof, we have no choice but to go through this. And it's also good because now we can also have eyes and ears on what we're doing on something that's different and new. So the Planning Commission will have already been through and seen this. And the process is the Planning Commission first, and they recommend, and then it comes to the Board of Aldermen. And then Planning Commission had their public hearing, the Board of Aldermen has its public hearing, and we move forward from there. So that's just the process that we go through. You know, you may be different in other cities, but the city of Grandview, that's the process that we march through. So appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you all as well. The city of Grandview has been amazing to work with. I see your vision and what you are doing for the community, and that's why I feel like Agora would be a great fit, because I believe in that vision and your mission as well. And to the melodrama, I think you all are amazing, and I think there are a lot of great things that we can do together, because the same people you serve are near and dear to my heart as well.
Thank you very much. The time is 8:01. I declare public hearing closed. It is 8:01. I declare a public hearing open for the to vacate the public alley right away and reserving a public utility easement, Block 2. And that is open, and we have Athena. You're going to get us started here?
Good evening. This is the public hearing for the vacating of the public right-of-way. CGM Enterprise is the property owners for the 2 properties adjacent to the request public alleyway vacation. This is located at the southwest corner of the intersection of Main Street and 5th Street. Can you scroll down? So as you can see, the area in the red circle is the alleyway that the property owner is petitioned the board to vacate this section and retaining the public utility easement at the same spot. The property owner submitted all required documents, also reached out to the utilities in the area. The current utility that we have at this location is Spires and sanitary sewer, city sanitary sewer. The purpose for this vacated right-of-way vacation was to make this 2 separate parcels to be one larger parcel to develop into an asphalt paved contractor storage lot. Per our ordinance, the public hearing was posted at 3 public locations. So I have it posted on June 25, 2025, 1 at the View, 1 at City Hall, and 1 at Mid-Continental Public Library. And then this item will go to the board on the regular sections on July 28 for approval.
Okay. Did this go to the Planning Commission by chance?
No, this is
Okay.
not required to go to a planning commission.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Again, this is a public hearing. Anyone in the audience would like to address the vacate the public alley right-of-way off of that's we have on the board? Anyone would please step up to the mic, state your name and address, and provide your feedback accordingly. And
Yes.
do sign in when you finish.
Understood. Thank
Yes.
you. Dalton Signer, 7300 College Boulevard, Overland Park, Kansas. I'm a civil engineer appearing on behalf of CGM Enterprises. Don't have any formal presentation, but here to answer any questions you might have.
Okay. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Anyone in the audience who want to address this particular public hearing? Not seeing anyone. Let's start on the left side. Anyone on the left side want to address this public hearing we have for the right-of-way? Yes.
Mr. Mayor, I was just curious, when they are wanting to subdivide this property here, are they wanting to do it north and south, or are they going to do it east and west where it's like a long skinny section? I was just kind of curious what their long-term plan was for the property.
Well, let them finish signing in.
For the record, we haven't received any
Yeah.
plans, site plans for this. So,
Yeah, so to explain, so our first order of business is simply to make sure that we can get this old alley right away vacated. Once we're able to do that, we would come back to the city with a site plan and permit plans for approval, as well as a lot consolidation survey, minor subdivision plat. So that's all forthcoming, but it would just be one contiguous lot, the north parcel, south parcel, and this 15-foot right-of-way as well.
Gotcha, so you're going to do north and south there. So if you were to give us a sneak peek on what long-term plans are for that, what would it be?
Yes, so it would be a asphalt paved per city ordinance contractor parking lot with appropriate screening per city code and such, so yes.
So you know the process?
Yes.
Yeah. Anything else on this side?
Just clarification, where is this exactly located?
Southwest corner of 5th and Main.
Oh, so it's like Simply Grand Restaurant, Dundee Barbecue. This is south of it, where the railroad main line track is with the cross arms. This is right on the right, on the east of it.
Any
Okay,
questions
thank
on those on the right side?
Makes sense.
You know, I just have one because I'm just curious, since we work with the railroad a lot. You have any issues working with the railroad? Or they've been good?
We try not to.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I feel better. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so they're best to just leave alone as best you can, yeah.
All right. Point well taken. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Thank you. The time is exactly 8:06, so I declare this public hearing closed. Thank you, Athena. Thank you, Emily. Appreciate it. The next items we have is the consent items. Is there a motion for consent items H through J?
Mr. Mayor.
Alderman Maloney.
Make a motion we approve consent items H through J as printed and presented.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor.
Alderman Maloney. Oh, excuse me, Alderman Randolph.
I'll second.
So been moved and second. Any discussions on consent items H through J?
Mr. Mayor.
Alderman Maloney.
I just have one quick question here. When it comes to the timing of doing the CIP plan, are we just we're approving this? I know we're going to be going into the budget cycle here, but we're going to be doing our strategic plan coming up here. So if things come from the strategic plan that might change this, this is kind of a living, breathing document that can be altered. Is that correct?
That is correct. This is the wish list, as you all know, and this is tied to your strategic plan from 2 years ago. If there are an eye-popping change, we will come back to you with another resolution.
So this is set it in stone. We're getting the process started, but we can actually change things.
Absolutely. Your strategic plan is the foundational document for this.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Any other comments? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? So consent items H through J have been approved. The next area is ordinance, and the first ordinance is ordinance 7913. Is there a motion?
Mayor.
Alderman Randolph.
Move the bill number 7913 be placed on its first reading.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mr. Mayor.
Alderman Maloney.
Second.
Thank you.
Bill number 7913, an ordinance approving a zoning text amendment to revise sections 31-3 definitions and 31-7D conditional permitted uses of the agricultural district of the zoning ordinance for the city of Grandview, Missouri.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Alderman Randolph.
Aye.
Alderman Maloney.
Aye.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
Aye.
Alderwoman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman McDuffie.
Aye.
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
Aye.
Motion for second reading.
Mayor,
Alderwoman Kendrick.
I move the bill number 7913 be placed on its second read.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor.
Alderwoman Jones.
I second.
Thank you.
Bill number 7913, an ordinance approving a zoning text amendment to revise sections 31-3 definitions and 31-7D conditional permitted uses of the agricultural district of the zoning ordinance for the city of Grandview, Missouri.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion for final passage.
Mayor,
Alderwoman Kendrick.
I move that bill number 7913 be placed on its final passage and said bill be enacted.
Thank you. And Alderwoman Turnbull.
Second, please.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
Aye.
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
Aye.
Alderman Randolph.
Aye.
Alderwoman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Maloney.
Aye.
Alderman McDuffie.
Aye.
Ordinance number 7650.
So bill number 7913 has passed. Is now ordinance 7650. Is there a motion for bill number 7914?
Mayor,
Alderman Randolph.
move that bill number 7914 be placed on its first reading.
Thank you. And Alderman Maloney.
Mr. Mayor, make a motion to second.
Thank you.
Bill number 7914, an ordinance authorizing a conditional use permit for an event space business to be located on a parcel of land zoned agricultural, located at 14001 Prospect Avenue in Grandview, Jackson County, Missouri.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Randolph.
Aye.
Alderman Maloney.
Aye.
Alderwoman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman McDuffie.
Aye.
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
Aye.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
Aye.
Motion for second reading.
Mayor,
Alderman McDuffie.
a motion to place bill on second reading.
Thank you. And Alderwoman Turnbull.
I second.
Thank you.
Bill number 7914, an ordinance authorizing a conditional use permit for an event space business to be located on a parcel of a land zoned agricultural, located at 14001 Prospect Avenue in Grandview, Jackson County, Missouri.
Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion for final passage.
Mayor,
Alderwoman Turnbull.
I move that bill number 7914 be placed on final passage and said bill be enacted.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor,
Alderwoman Kendrick.
I second.
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
Aye.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
Aye.
Alderman Maloney.
Aye.
Alderman McDuffie.
Aye.
Alderwoman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Randolph.
Aye.
Ordinance number 7651.
So bill number 7914 has passed. Is now ordinance 7651. Is there a motion on bill number 7915?
Mayor,
Alderwoman Kendrick.
I move that bill number 7915 be placed on its first read.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor,
Alderman
I'll
Randolph.
second.
Thank you.
Bill number 7915, an ordinance approving a zoning text amendment to revise sections 31-3 definitions, 31-14B principal permitted uses of the C2 general commercial district, and 31-15B principal permitted uses of the C3 downtown commercial district of the zoning ordinance for the city of Grandview, Missouri.
Any discussion? None? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Need to do roll call, sir.
Oh, let's do roll call.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
Aye.
Alderman Randolph.
Aye.
Alderman Maloney.
Aye.
Alderman McDuffie.
Aye.
Alderwoman Jones.
Aye.
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
Aye.
Motion for second reading.
Mayor.
That's the second reading, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alderman Randolph.
All right. Move the bill number 7915 be placed on its second reading.
Thank you, sir. Is there a second?
Mayor,
Alderman Maloney.
Second the motion.
Thank you.
Bill number 7915, an ordinance approving a zoning text amendment to revise sections 31-3 definitions, 31-14B principal permitted uses of the C2 general commercial district, and 31-15B principal permitted uses of the C3 downtown commercial district of the zoning ordinance for the city of Grandview, Missouri.
Any further discussion? Emily, thank you very much for the hard work that you guys kind of went in and started cleaning this up. We do appreciate it. And this is going to help us out going further down the road. So we do appreciate it. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion for final passage.
Mayor,
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
I move that bill number 7915 be placed on final reading, excuse me, and said bill be enacted.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor,
Alderwoman Kendrick.
I second.
Thank you.
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
Aye.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
Aye.
Alderman Maloney.
Aye.
Alderman Randolph.
Aye.
Alderwoman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman McDuffie.
Aye.
Ordinance number 7652.
So bill number 7915 has passed. It's now ordinance 7652. Is there a motion on bill number 7916?
Mayor.
Alderman Maloney, then Alderman McDuffie.
Make a motion that we put bill number 7916 on its first reading.
Thank you, and Alderman McDuffie.
I second.
Thank you.
Bill number 7916, an ordinance approving a zoning map amendment for 14925 South US 71 Highway and parcels 67-720-11-06-00-0-0-0-0 in Grandview, Jackson County, Missouri.
Can you read that again, just to make sure?
I will,
that we got
yes.
all the zeros in there? Just checking, okay. Thank you very much. Any discussion on
Mayor.
this one? Alderman Maloney. Maloney.
A little extra Irish, okay. I had a question for staff here regarding the zoning map amendment here. So just for the benefit of the public here, despite who's applying for it, when you rezone a piece of property, it's going to be permanently zoned, whatever that is going to be moving forward. Is that correct?
Correct.
So even if the property is never built, it is sold 3 or 4 times, if this changes, it's going to be what it changes into now, no matter what, correct?
Unless a property owner further down the line opts to
Wanted to go
amend.
through the whole same process here.
Correct.
So right now, the property has 2 different zonings, but it's all one piece of property, is that correct?
It's 2 parcels. There's the little tiny parcel that Melissa so kindly read the entire parcel number of. It's like a 1/4 of an acre, and that's C2. But the bulk of it, the 9 1/3 acres or so, is one property, 14925 South US 71, half C2, half R1.
Gotcha. And what are the benefits of being zone PD?
PD provides the developer with a little bit more flexibility, as opposed to going like strictly R3 or R4 multifamily. This provides the developer the option of potentially scooting a little bit closer to a lot line if a conceptual development plan is approved showing such a thing. For the city and for the aldermen, PD provides an extra layer of review and an extra layer of protection to ensure that exactly what is presented and is approved is what's built.
Thank you very much.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Maloney.
Aye.
Alderman McDuffie.
Aye.
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
Aye.
Alderwoman Jones.
Aye.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
Aye.
Alderman Randolph.
Aye.
Motion for second reading.
Mayor,
Alderwoman Kendrick.
I move that bill number 7916 be placed on a second reading.
Thank you. And Alderman Randolph.
I'll second.
Thank you.
Bill number 7916, an ordinance approving a zoning map amendment for 14925 South US 71 Highway and parcel 67-720-11-06-00-0-0-0-0 in Grandview, Jackson County, Missouri.
Thank you. Any discussion? And again, as Emily has mentioned, being PD really does help the Board of Aldermen out, as well as the Planning Commission, because it has to come back to both bodies to go through that process. And I think that's oversight and beneficial in the big scheme of things. So, thank you very much. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion for final passage.
Mayor,
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
I move that bill number 7916 be placed on final passage and said bill be enacted.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor.
Alderman McDuffie.
I second.
Thank you.
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
Aye.
Alderman McDuffie.
Aye.
Alderwoman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Randolph.
Aye.
Alderman Maloney.
Aye.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
Aye.
Ordinance number 7653.
So bill number 7916 has passed, is now ordinance 7653. Is there a motion on bill 7917?
Mayor.
Alderman McDuffie.
I motion that we place bill number 7917 on first reading.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor,
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
I second.
Thank you very much.
Bill number 7917, an ordinance approving a planned district conceptual development plan for the construction of a 204-unit apartment complex on 9.67 acres at 14925 South US 71 Highway in Grandview, Jackson County, Missouri.
Thank you very much. Any discussion?
Mr. Mayor,
Alderman Maloney.
I had some questions for staff here. Emily, when this is going to be the conceptual development plan, the applicant does not own the property, correct?
They are under contract pending the results of this evening.
Gotcha. And if for some reason the sale isn't finalized, if this is approved but the sale is not finalized or someone backs out, what happens to the conditional use, or this, not conditional, the conceptual development plan?
The conceptual development plan, if approved, is valid for 3 years. So if another property owner or developer was interested in this property and wanted to build this exact project, they could do so as it is approved. If they wanted to build 250 units or 150 or change the project completely, then they would have to go back through the conceptual development plan process.
Gotcha. And just out of curiosity here, how come the city never makes it a condition that upon you buying the property, we'll approve this? Why is it always vice versa, to where we have to approve a plan of something that may or may not actually happen, may or may not have funding to come to fruition? I just think that's the usual kind of process, but I always think it's kind of, we have to be the one that has to do something that may or may not be approved.
Thank you, Randy.
Especially when there's grants involved and such.
Thank you for the question, Alderman Maloney. So one, the city, we are not necessarily in control of who makes applications to it. So whether it is someone who is under contract to purchase a property, or it is the owner outright that is the one applying for a rezoning and or conceptual development plan approval. So that's kind of one thing. Setting that aside, I think there are potential conditions that this body, if they so chose to, could include as a part of approval for a conceptual development plan. So I think that that's partly up to you all's discretion if that is something that you all wanted to do. And then in addition to that, as it relates to what, as community development, what we are responsible for evaluating, we are not looking at necessarily the financials of a project. We generally sort of do look at that, but that is not one of the conditions that approval for the Planning Commission that they are required to evaluate as a part of anything that they are approving, and it is not something that is required in our code as currently written for us within community development to evaluate. I know we have staff, particularly if they are seeking incentives from the city. I think that is a whole different conversation at that time, but when it is just a conceptual development plan where they're not asking for direct incentives, those are not things that we necessarily evaluate.
Gotcha. And if this is approved, the sale goes through, they start doing construction, but some major changes have to happen. So the entry to the apartment complex, if they're going to do like a major change, altering a building of some sort, would it have to come back through this process?
Yes, if there are major changes that are made, either in the layout of the property, the use, the number of units, the design, scale, scope, those are all things that would require them to go back through the entire process, again, going before the Planning Commission and then this body for approval.
Gotcha. So this document would actually, it kind of seals what the plan is going to be unless they have to go through the process.
That is correct.
Gotcha. Mr. Mayor, I have one more question here.
Yes.
For Chris Chiodini. I see that he's in the audience here. Might be the best question for you or someone from the Kittle group here. When we had a question tonight about the entrance going into, it's teeing off at Barat right there. I was curious if the group could explain why they were doing that and not an entrance off the outer road.
Are they here?
You guys know the process. You state your name, address, and you do sign in. So
John
that's
stated
what we
my
do.
name for me already.
That's right, absolutely.
Well, this is kind of odd because typically you don't invite non-staff members up here to
You're on a
to
timer.
talk.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
So, if you
State
look
your
at
name, address.
yes, sir. Chris Chiodini, Wallace Design Collective, 1703 Wyandotte Street, Kansas City, Missouri 64108. So if you travel northbound on I-49 and you look off to your right, this property has a very steep slope to it on the front from the outer road that goes to the east, all right, as you move further east. So the biggest problem with putting a roadway in is trying to cut that roadway into that slope. All right, so when the property was developed and used as a mobile home sales lot, they chose to put their access driveway to the property off of 150th Street, pretty much straight in line with Barat, which probably the public works director and the city engineer at the time probably required them to do that for sight distance and not having driveways offset and things like that. So from a construction standpoint, it makes the most sense to keep that driveway to the property off of Barat Avenue rather than trying to design a roadway that moves up that slope, if that makes any sense to you, John.
It does. And then, could you remind me, is this going to be a fenced property?
Brenda Haddad, 3014 Delaware Avenue, Joplin, Missouri, 64801. Yes, it will be a fenced property.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brenda, for knowing the process. Kate, Chris, where are you going? There you go. All right, it's been moved and second. Any further discussion? Any further discussion?
Mayor, I
Yes.
just have a question, and I'm not sure where this fits in the process. It's just to ask about interactions with the community and addressing community concerns. And so I don't know in this conceptual phase if we can talk about that or if that is later at some other time. But in light of just some concerns that we're hearing, I think there was a question at the last regular session. We've talked about some other things. Appreciate the information that was shared regarding concerns here in Kansas City, other locations, but being that you'll be in the community potentially, what are your concerns going forward? And so I guess directly I'm asking about any maybe community benefit agreement, what that looks like and that process looks like.
Well, one of the things that will benefit with this particular construction process is that we will be upgrading the sanitary sewer, correct? Yeah, okay. I want to make sure it wasn't stormwater. Currently, it definitely underserves the community, and so what we're proposing is we will be taking the existing sanitary sewer and extending it further down the road, and it will be connecting to the Little Blue Valley sanitary sewer line. That should help the entire community. So that is one way that we hope to be kind of giving back, and those are the little things you don't see, but it definitely will help the infrastructure of the area. In addition, we'll be putting in sidewalks around it and doing all the usual improvements that I'll kind of let you speak on. Yeah.
One thing I wanted to reply to the question you asked. When we applied to the city for the rezoning in the conceptual development plan, one of the things that we talked about was having a community meeting that was separate from, in addition to, the required public hearings that this body holds and the Planning Commission holds. And so we had a meeting and invited two meetings and invited the community, the residents in the neighborhood, to come and talk and share with us any concerns that they had. So we had two separate meetings besides the public hearings that we held. And after the public hearing with the Planning Commission, we spent time out in the hallway, probably 30 minutes to 35 minutes, speaking with them and listening to them to try to answer their questions and just provide information. And then we had, when we came in front of the Board of Aldermen for the public hearing, prior to that meeting, we actually were out in front of the old fountain for probably 45 minutes, speaking with some more of the residents. Again, just continuing to share information, trying to answer their questions, just be totally transparent with them about what Kittle Group has planned for the 9.67 acres. And so I just want to share a little bit about how we interacted with the folks in the community that live in that neighborhood.
And so what are any plans or possibilities to keep those discussions continuously, to ensure that they happen regularly?
Right, and all the handouts, including the ones I gave you, and I've given those same handouts to the community. I have all the contact information for myself and our entire team, and we are, very open to discussions. If anybody would like to reach out to me and talk over concerns that they have and ways that we could address it, I'd be happy to do that.
Appreciate it. Both sign in, please.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes, Alderman Maloney.
I have one more question here. When it comes to the Kettle is going to be owning the property, you're going to be building the property, and who's going to be managing like tenant relations once it's built?
We have our own property management group.
Okay, thank you.
Is it under the umbrella, right? The Kittle umbrella?
I'm sorry, what?
Is it under the Kittle umbrella for all your properties?
Yes. And, we've been in business since 1943, where you've got over 18,000 units. And so we are well established. Doesn't mean that there's not times where really horrible things happen, but we always try to address them very, very quickly. And if there's an adjustment that needs to be made to our policy, we make sure that that gets made.
Any further comments? I just, one thought is, thank you very much for getting the information back to us. As a board, you know that you hear one thing, but that's just one side of the story. There's many, many other sides of the story, and thank you for the documentation, the Attorney General's findings, and so forth. All of that's helpful, and you can Google and you get a lot of stuff, but at least this was more condensed, and do appreciate it. So thank you very much.
Well, and I appreciate you listening. And
Yeah.
Google is great, but
Right. Yeah.
it's not going to be anything fun.
Yep.
Yeah. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Further discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman McDuffie.
Nay.
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
Aye.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Aye.
Okay. Alderwoman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Randolph.
Aye.
Alderman Maloney.
Aye.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
Aye.
Motion for second reading.
Mayor.
Alderman first Randolph and then Maloney.
I move it, let's see, this is 7917.
Yes, it is.
I move that bill number 7917 be placed on its second reading.
Thank you. And Alderman Maloney.
Second.
Bill number 7917, an ordinance approving a planned district conceptual development plan for the construction of a 204-unit apartment complex on 9.67 acres at 14925 South US 71 Highway in Grandview, Jackson County, Missouri.
Further discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Randolph.
Aye.
Alderman Maloney.
Aye.
Alderman McDuffie.
Nay.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
Aye.
Alderwoman Jones.
Aye.
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
Aye.
Motion for final passage.
Mayor,
Alderman Kendrick.
I move the bill number 7917 be placed on its final passage and said bill be enacted.
Thank you very much. Is there a second?
Mayor,
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
I second.
Thank you.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
Aye.
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
Aye.
Alderman Maloney.
Aye.
Alderman McDuffie.
Nay.
Alderwoman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Randolph.
Aye.
Ordinance number 7654.
So bill number 7817 has passed. It is now ordinance 7654. Next, we'll go to other business and the approval of a new liquor license for 7-Eleven at 6506 Main Street. Is there a motion?
Mayor.
Alderman Randolph.
I move that we approve the liquor license for, the new liquor license for 7-Eleven at 6506 Main Street.
Thank you very much. Is there a second?
Mayor.
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
Second.
Thank you. It's been moved and second. Any discussion?
Mr. Mayor,
Alderman Maloney.
just out of curiosity, why is this a new liquor license?
The previous owner had passed away last year. His daughter was able to run that store after he passed due to the city code. It says a family member that is capable of running it can run it, but as soon as it expired, she had to reapply for a brand-new license. That's
Okay.
per the city code.
Gotcha, because the business was still the same. I didn't know
Yes.
why it wasn't just a change of managing agent. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Further discussion?
Mayor, and actually, my comments to Nikki, I've been a customer a long time, and I had no idea until I read this weekend, so I was really, really sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you really, because it was never announced, or you didn't know.
Yeah,
It just kept moving. It kept, you couldn't tell there was a difference, you know, so, yeah. That's a blessing, you know, so, for sure. Further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So the new liquor license for 7-Eleven at 6506 Main Street has been approved, and our condolences as well.
Yes.
Absolutely. Next item is the approval of liquor license, change of managing agent at Grandview Corner, and that is 815 Main Street. Is there a motion?
Mayor,
Alderwoman Turnbull.
I move that we approve the liquor license change and managing agent at Grandview Corner, Sam's Investment LLC at 815 Main Street.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor?
Alderman McDuffie.
I second.
Been moved and second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So the new liquor license change and managing agent at Grandview Corner has been approved. The next area is again, open business, and let's do something different. We're going to start with Ward 3 and Ward 2 and Ward 1. So Alderman McDuffie, anything you have to add?
I would like to say that the Grandview station was very beautiful to see on Thursday, and this Saturday I'm glad to see it to be a staple within our community, and I loaded up on a lot of cookies over here from it, and so it's very good to see that in our community.
And it's good to note that the farmers market is open on Wednesdays from 4 to 8, and then on Saturdays from 8 to noon. So, yeah, I was there, and many of us were there, and it was a fun time. Alderman Maloney.
The staff, I just wanted to give a compliment to the bubble party that we had on Friday. My kids had a blast, and a lot of kids were there. Just the number of kid programs that we've been able to do this summer has been outstanding, and I know Parks and Rec is very tired probably coming up here. So I just wanted you to know that you guys have done a great job, and it's been a well-received programming, so thank you very much for that. Over the weekend on Missouri 150 and Byers, it went from a 2-lane turning lane to a 1-lane turning lane, and I'm just curious why. They took down one of the signals and they've painted the lines. The curve, or the arrow is still there, they just painted over it. So I was just kind of curious if you were on 150 heading east and wanted to go north on Byers. You used to have 2 lanes there, now it's just 1. I was just kind of curious. You don't have to have the answer right off the top of your head, but if you
I
need
don't.
Yeah, all
I
right.
really don't. So it's probably MoDOT doing some maintenance, but
Yes.
more than likely they notified our Public Works, but I'll circle back with you.
But it doesn't look like it's coming back, so I was just, when they painted, I was just kind of curious what their reasoning was. Like, it's been like that for years, so I was just kind of curious
Yeah.
what it was, so if we can get a follow-up with that. And then, if anybody would like a vote no on 4 and 5 yard signs, I'm able to hook you up with those guys, so feel free to let me know, and I can get you guys taken care of.
Good. All right. That's Ward 3. Now let's go to Ward 2. So Alderwoman Kendrick, welcome back, first of all.
Well, yes, I had
Yes.
a wonderful vacation. I thought I saw Mark there in Hilton Head.
Oh.
He had a twin there. He had a twin there. I was like, that looks like him. But that was a couple of pina coladas.
Ah, there you go.
But I definitely wished I would have, not wished that I was there for the kids zone, but I know my grandkids missed it, and they was sorry that they missed it, but we definitely enjoyed it last year, and look forward to actually doing it again and being able to visit the farmers market, because I was out of town during that time, so I'm looking forward to coming by Saturday or Wednesday when they're open. So
Awesome, awesome. And Ward 2 with Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
Yes, Friday evening at 5:30, the Historical Society is going to have its annual ice cream social, which is a fundraiser for the Historical Society, and everyone is welcome. We will have ice cream and cakes and pies and cookies, and you know, you can stop Friday. That way, if you don't get over to the market on Saturday, we'll have everything to cover you.
Awesome.
And it's a donation by donation. So we would appreciate everybody coming.
Sounds good. And let's go to Ward 1 and Alderwoman Jones.
I don't have anything, Mayor. Thank
And
you.
you're back in town too, so glad to have you back.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And Alderman Randolph himself.
Oh. I guess I want to echo the comments of the former market that, you know, that Wednesday, the opening, it was a great turnout. Also the effort that Parks and Rec have done on all the events with the watch parties and the kid events and everything. You know, Jared gave them he gave his department heads the day off from the the Parks and Rec Commission meeting last week because they've been working so many hours. So we certainly appreciate all of city staff's efforts. I think it's been phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think the other thing I'll say and is from my seat, it's my philosophy. It's not my job to tell people how to vote. But I encourage you to do your research. There are a lot of bad things that are happening out there and things that we're going to vote on. Me personally, there's a lot of good research out on the Missouri Budget Project. You can look that up. There are several other sites if that one's not your fancy, but there's some craziness going on. And then I would also encourage, our constituents to take some of that energy we had tonight and make sure you're contacting the Missouri General Assembly and the governor's office, because these things wouldn't be on the ballot right now if they didn't make it happen. So that's all I say.
Good point. Thank you very much. Wendy is not here. However, just so that everybody else that is here, she mentioned High Grove and Byers Road, and she's here. Oh, she's okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were over here. Wendy, it's good to know that you're still here. So thank you. You mentioned High Grove and Byers Road, and yes, that is on the list. As a matter of fact, the city administrator Jamal Gongor and I had that conversation
This morning,
and if you notice, the sign is still there. Road work. So that is going out for bid, and that is one of the stretches that will be done. So that is already, but thank you for bringing it up. We do appreciate it. We tell all the residents and those in South Kansas City as well, is that you guys are the eyes and ears. So when you see things, sometimes we don't see it, but if you see it, let us know, and that helps us out as well. So thank you very much. We really do appreciate it, and it is coming. So yes, and I go to the View as some of us up here, and we were driving over it many times, and I don't care what lane I'm in, I can't miss it. So, but it is on the list to be taken care of. So,
there was water main break that made it
yes, yeah. But we're not going to say that because Mark is here. Okay, so we're not going to mention there's a water main break.
The water main.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the positive
All
part
right.
of it.
So that's good news. Jamal, sir.
Mayor, I'm not elected. I'm happy to address that was Water District emergency repairs. We patched it. It's not the final product. We just opened the bids, and that contract is coming to you guys. We should see some repairs before the summer ends. And it was a brand new street. Unfortunately, we cannot predict where the water is going to pop. It needs to be repaired, but it is a little rough, even for a new truck.
Yes.
And the second thing is, the last thing left on our schedule of things at the Grandview Market is the big Grandview, Missouri sign. So they should be on site tomorrow. As promised, we're delivering that too. Those are 4 or 5 feet tall, big steel or metal, I should say. It's going to look amazing, and every time you take a picture, you'll know exactly where you are. The last thing I have on my agenda, I appreciate those comments with regards to Parks and Rec. they've been working their tail off. Like, we put a lot more on their loads of events, and my entire family was at the foam party, and they hit it out of the park. We had about 700 people, but also kids are amazing. And if you have a 3.5-year-old, you know that it's work, right? So with that said, they're tired. We're going to give them a break, hopefully after July 19th. We have a few more events coming our way, but we're going to dwindle down.
Fantastic. Well, real quick, Athena is going to be interviewed tomorrow at Grandview Station. So yeah, she'll be there along with Jim Clay and myself. So we'll be there at the Grandview Station. So it should be a fun time, and again, a lot of good things happening, which is encouraging. If you looked at your email, we do have a strategic session planned for August 30th. So
Sunday,
August 30th. So mark that on your calendars, please, and we'll be ready to proceed from there. The time is exactly 8:44. Is there a motion for adjournment?
Mayor.
Alderwoman Turnbull.
I so move. We adjourn.
Thank you very much. Is there a second?
Mayor.
Alderman McDuffie.
Motion to adjourn.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So we are officially adjourned at 8:44.
So I need to sign that? Yeah. Okay. This is the letter of support.